We haven't done a Goolwa Port Elliot game for a while on YouTube, so welcome to all you YouTube viewers around Australia and around the world that we keep people from. Goolwa Port Elliot, of course, are in the more predominant white and black. Prison Bar Guernseys down there, and Encounter Bay in the blue and the yellow and gold colours. Therefore, Encounter Bay. That's better. Trev, you pulled back. We got rid of Kevin and we pulled his plug. Had the battery page on. That's a lot better for that. So that's out there. So umpires are getting all ready again. So a little bit more of it. We've had an early start today. It's been rainy. It's been flowing on through, Trev, and we've finally got a bit of a break in the weather by the looks of it. Yeah,
we might be lucky today. As I said, it's certainly a winter day here. Any of the viewers out there been watching, turn around, that's had the rain all day today. Overcast, 'tis windy, sort of flowing, you know, on the TV, looking at going straight across where we are to the Encounter Bay club rooms. So the reserves were on, and they struggled to kick. Anything going at goals was going out in the full, so it's certainly going to affect the game and head around into here. For all our viewers out there, Encounter Bay are wearing an Indigenous jumper there. They are the blue and gold that you'll see onto there, their home ground, and for Goolwa Port Elliot are the black and white, and I haven't quite seen the front of their jumpers at the moment, so but yeah, designed by local players that play for the club, so certainly a good thing for them to have.
And the reserves game that had finished there, it was 9-16 the Encounter Bay side to 2-7 at Goolwa Port Elliot. So Encounter Bay were having the foot happy snapping at the foot, just wasn't going through the middles a bit of breezy, slippery conditions.
And Darren Hart, he organised the Zonglin for Encounter Bays.
It was Hardy, Tim, player.
You'd have probably played with him, Trev, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's a junior player that come up, and but yeah, at the end of the part, and then he went down to Norwood, didn't he? He was going well then, and Norwood, I reckon it was, and then and finished up. I think he did a knee, really bad.
Yeah, he finished up with a crook ankle.
Was it?
And then he was in the Norwood League side, and I remember Glenn Russell telling me, he said Hardy rung him up and said, "Don't want to play league football anymore."
Yeah,
he said, "But you're in the side this week." He said, "I don't care, I don't want to play anymore." Well, he didn't.
Yeah, no, I knew he also had the weaker knees, legs, because he even come back to Goolwa and into Encounter Bay, and he finished up playing some games, but it wasn't a prolonged career he had, but certainly a talented footballer.
He was talented in everything he did. He could play tennis, he could play anything he wanted to, cricket, a whole lot, but he didn't stick with it.
It looks like Encounter Bay are going to be kicking to the left of your screen, which is down to the Victor Harbour Township end. Nifty.
Yeah, and here we go. Umpire with the footy to get the Indigenous game up and away. Dunn goes up for Goolwa, gets the footy down over Tonkin. Goolwa now Encounter Bay gets it back out. Out it goes to Callum Tonkin again. Jams it on the boot of the footy. Bouncy old ball. Pick up it is around the corner. It is there by Benny Davis. Davis fires the footy in. Chance here for Carpenter. Can he get rid of the footy? Oh, the run through was good. The snap wasn't so good. It there was from Sweetman. Now with Goolwa in control of the footy. They run the football out, brings it up around Goolwa scoreboard side. Good mark taken out. There it is by Nissen. Freddie Nissen. He gets it out to a teammate out there wearing lucky number 13 in Batesy. Jesse Bates with the footy, looking for some options to go to. Has to sail it up to the wing in front of the scoreboard. She's going to go. Big Dunn, the ruckman up there. Oh, the big hands. Big Timber up in there, takes a good mark. Centres up the football, looking for some run on. The kick wasn't so good. Spearing up, but the pickup's okay. It is from Thomas Pearson's. Sorry, no, it wasn't. From Rory Hasser. And the umpire's got that one. And we'll come back and ball it up. On the half-forward line it is for Goolwa Port Elliot. They go again to ruckman guys. Looks like Tonkin might have got that one. A kick off the ground comes out from Encounter Bay. Hands it quickly to Sweetman. Does a bit of a period out. All loses the footy. Soccer off the ground again. Chance here for Goolwa to run up to the football. They need some numbers. I think they got them out. They're okay if they can handle the footy. Comes up alright to out there to Brad Pright. No relation to my mate sitting alongside me. Ball comes back in and a good mark taken down there by Annie Fife. Fife now comes back out wide. Now it comes out to
Aaron Gould.
To Gouldy. Gould comes out even wire out here to phrase Tonkin. He's in all a world of trouble. Got rid of the footy as the umpire's playing this one out, letting him go with it. He's got it. It's stolen away from him. It is picked up the way there. It is by Van Meulen. Comes that tap down. It is by Callum Tonkin now. Picks up the football around. Oh, it's been held on by the jumper plenty of, but gets the kick away. She comes up into the territory you don't want to play the footy today, out in the middle of the pitch, Trev.
Certainly is. Goolwa with it right on the pitch, drives off, puts it through. That one there was James Fry. Goes up forward, nobody can take it. Goolwa swoop on it. He gets picked up, he gets swung around, he gets put down. The umpire says, I'll take this one for a ball up at centre half forward. Goolwa Port Elliot kicking to the right of screen, which is down to the netball court ends here at this oval. Back goes it down. Encounter Bay try to get the ball, comes out, he gets wrapped up this time. The umpire will come in another 5 metres away and repeat the dose again. Comes through. Like I said, windy day today, it's going to be hard to control it. Up they go, nobody really gets it. Turns around, comes down. Now a beautiful step inside going out through there to Thomas Pearson's for the Bays. He puts it up, his kick's not good though. Goes up to centre, up to the forward wing there, and the other umpire will step in here for a ball up there just off the cricket pitch area. Up they go, Tonkin backhands it for Encounter Bay, puts it all down, Goolwa gets it, he gets wrapped up.
Hold the ball.
He turned around, the umpire says, not good enough at effort, and holding the ball in the relieving kick to Encounter Bay. He goes clubber inside, puts it down the wing, goes over the head, goes up, beautifully picked up by Encounter Bay, tries to break through. That was Tyson Neal going out there. He goes around, didn't like the attention he was getting, kicks ball forward, goes up. Thomas Pearson gets the ball again for the Bays. Handballs, Goolwa picks his ball up, steps inside. Not a good kick there. It was touched, intercepted. Turn around, the Bays get the ball again, goes out. Got a break out here, 2-on-1 though, so he can't make a mistake on it. Goes around, swings around, left foot goes beautifully through, and that one goes up into their forward lines and goes over. Player cuts forward, goes back in the centre half forward, goes up and spots his player out beautifully, and that one should be turn around, Benny Davis. Benjamin Davis.
Yeah, good kick in by the skipper. Tyson Neal out deep out in the pocket, centred it up beautifully.
So he'll go out. This will be a difficult shot because the wind will be pushing it across his boot, going across him from his left to right as he fronts up, and he's got the distance to contend with, so he's got to really set this one out to the left side and hope the wind will push it back. Drives it all up, he goes, and there he slams it into the post for a minor point there. So on the FPH scoreboard, Encounter Bay 1 point, Goolwa Port Elliot yet to score.
Well, that was a good shot really, because he kicked it straight into the post. Which not that easy to do. Anyway, ball's been kicked back in. Goolwa's marked it now at centre half back. So the kick across the ground finds a teammate over there, and they gained absolutely nothing out of that. And they're on the far side of the ground. There's a short kick in, finds it over there for his teammate there, and almost had it. Tried to mark it, couldn't, slipped out of his hands.
Free kick.
And I think the umpire's paid that one. Down the ground he goes, over the far side of the ground. Will it stay in? No, they make sure it doesn't stay in. Player from the Encounter Bay grabs hold of it, falls across the line, and the boundary umpire will come and throw it in. He's got it now. Make sure that he can throw it in alright. He's coming right into the ground. In he goes. Not a bad throw in either from the boundary umpire. And knocked over the back of the pack out there. The player there is Fraser Tonkin, was trying to get it out. Can't though. And Goolwa again got it. Down the ground they go, under the ball out here. It was taken by down there Dean McKinlay. McKinlay kicks it down, finds his teammate further down the ground there in Brad Pryor, and Pryor kicks it right down to the forward line. Player under the ball there, maybe they grabbed hold of his arm, or he was grabbing hold of the other player's arms, but here's a chance now, and now he got rid of it like a hot potato. Over it goes down there to Mark French. French has got hold of it for Encounter Bay, puts it over the centre of the ground again, picked up by the big fella in the middle of the ground down there in Sam Dunn. And the umpire calls play on out there. The ball now is into a pack of players, and the umpire comes along and says, give it to me, Nifty.
Yes, to and fro, only 1 point on the board so far. Sizing each other up. Up they go again. Tonkin gets the tap down again, lays it off up in front of the teammate. It might have been deemed as a throw. Umpire sees it that way as well. Free kick, Goolwa. Goolwa plays on quickly. They're not hanging around too long out there in the clinches. Gets it out and finds out to paint. And gets a footy down the line. Here comes out to Freddie Nissen. Nissen just walks around the player and does on the run, or the kick forward's not his best. Kent trapped it by Encounter Bay, but they can't make anything of it. All brought back underneath the body. Want to be careful doing that. Umpire's going to come in and says, nah, I'll have it, boys.
Should have been really careful doing that, shouldn't he?
Yeah, well, he give the action of dragging it in.
Yeah.
Up he goes, the umpire. Up Tonkin goes way up above Dunn. Comes in by the spun around play there, and Jesse Bates from Goolwa now comes back over there to Benny Gibbs. Gibbsy now kick down, juggler mark, can't be done by Davis. Bust through the pack. It's Kyle Hayter, can't get hold of it. Goolwa again through Freddie Nissen, goes backwards, chance up here. It is a good bounce forward to Jesse Bates. Bates plays on quickly. There was a little bit of panic. You can't claim it on the second bite when it hit the ground. And Wilkins comes through and he's given him a little push in the back, and the umpire sees it his way. Goolwa free kick. Centre wing, scoreboard side, little chip up over the top. It's going down to the big fella, Ruckman. Done now. Where's he going? Through the coach he comes. Miles is on the lead out, and Miles takes a good mark on the chest. Distance won't be a problem for this bloke. Be the accuracy of the way this wind's swirling around. He didn't take any time to settle. He's just gone for it. Top of the square's the target. He's looking for some tall timber down there, and the tall timber down there has marked, and it was a good leaping mark in there, and I reckon that might be Ben Cummings. 19, and he'll be 20 metres out directly in front, or about that, 15 metres out directly in front. 19, is it? Cummings? Yep.
Certainly is.
So directly in front could be the first goal of the day through Cummings. Indigenous round for Goolwa. Bango, on target here.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
They were spraying them everywhere, so, but yeah.
Didn't matter which way the wind blew, it didn't matter.
No, that's for sure. So
They just kicked it wherever they wanted to kick it.
It was an ugly game.
It was.
So the ball now is on its way back to the centre here, and it's in the hands of the umpire. Sets themselves up. Boundary umpires are certainly going to have a tough day, the same as the central ones today, with the quality of the weather. Up they go. Tonkin goes up, gets it for the Bays, puts it all down, comes out there, goes to his brother who gets rid of it, and the Bays go into attacking their forward line, clubroom side. Out they come. That was a good throw around. Goes straight over there to Nicholas Marshall.
Oh, good pass.
Marshall goes down straight down the throat of his leading player at full forward, and that goes around to Tyson Neal. Tyson Neal, their captain, will put the mockers on him. He is normally a very, very reliable
Here we
kicker.
go, Trez Mockers.
That's the way it goes.
I can't watch now.
No.
It's an Aussie saying here, the curse of the commentator.
Probably kick it into
Curse
the man
of
on the mark.
In he comes, lines up, drives the ball, hangs it, goes. The umpire's not moving. He looks up into it. There it goes. I got first. So Encounter Bay on the FP.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Enjoy. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Pitch there in the cricket nets.
Yeah.
So by the time
Lad's got it now, so they'll
the
be right.
boundary umpire gets back with it, time on will be added for all of this, so we're not losing any time through it.
No kids back there playing out there today. A bit cold for them.
Yeah, cold and probably wet. Gee, you can move this lone lad.
He is too, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's
Sign
going
him
like the
out.
clappers.
Put him on a Qantas jet, send him to Tokyo.
Anyway, the ball back in the centre now. The umpire's got it, throws it up in the centre. It goes. Big knock down there by Callum Tonkin. Almost down to centre half forward. Picked up by, again, it goes over there to, that's
Ben Davis.
Ben Davis, is it? And he's had a shot towards the goal and goes just the other side of the post. And that is a minor score down there. So Encounter Bay now go to 1-2. Goolwa 1-1 on our FB Ag scoreboard.
If you ought to bring the footy back in again. if that one bounced the right way, it would have been a good goal. Don't run their full measure and use his little bit extra distance in the lead. Gone up, I reckon hands up on that. It's Encounter Bay. It might be Fraser Tonkin, is it? It's not, I can't pick him up in a net. Hold the ball. Tried on too much. Goolwa's not hanging around for anything. They're into it. This Jesse Bates has had plenty of the football today. Duxton Weason gets a daisy cutter into Dunn. Dunn can go forward to the boss. To Miles is calling for the footy. Oh, the kick's a shot, a wobbly old one, and you can see what the wind effect was doing that one.
Vermeulen.
Yeah.
Gotcha, Nifty.
Sorry, mate. And he's kicked that one down the line, and Encounter Bay kicked it out on the full.
Fry's got it.
Yours, Kev. Too bendy for me.
Fry's got hold of it and he kicks it down the ground, and he marked this time again by Fry. He gave it back to the man on the mark. So Fry has got it just inside the oval. Puts the ball up high, the wind comes along, slows it down.
Should have played against him.
Give a bit of a push in the back, but anyway, it's gone out here now to Fred Nissen. Nissen kicks it further down the ground. They try and kick it off the ground. They do.
Got it.
Number 10 out there's got hold of it for Goolwa. He puts the ball around his shoulder, and I reckon that has gone through the goal. And that is...
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
It'll change the way it's done.
Yeah,
Shifted the goalpost on you again. Footy with the umpire in the middle. Up they go. Goolwa on top here at the moment. They're looking pretty good when they go forward. Comes back around again. Dive over the footy. They're all up on the footy. They're all going to come out with some dirty jumpers tonight. Handball, quick one, comes back out wide, but too hot to handle. Goolwa really want that football in the clinches. Where's it going? Coming out now. The hands comes out. All player taking a little bit too high on the shoulder. Play on. It's a call. No, it's not.
Umpire
Got him. Yep, I was trying to pick up the second umpire. I couldn't find him.
He was other side of the mud.
Found him on the whistle.
Christopher's.
Yep. Christopher's gets the footy back out wide. Bancy ball loose in defence. Goolwa's got hold of it. They've got hold of him. It's gone to ground. Scrum of players. Umpire, no option. But
you wouldn't want to watch the jumpers after they've gone in that cricket,
and they'll auction them off tonight.
Pitch,
they'll sell them off. Sell them off tonight. They won't have to worry about it. Ball comes up and again. Tap down. Just by the big ruckman. Kick around the body into the coach's box. He's going to roll. And no, they hog it right on the boundary line, get it around the body, and it's a turnover there. Taken there by Fifey. Fife plays on quickly, sets it up. Well, there's not too many down there. There's a chance for Kyle Hayter. Couldn't get all the footy back of the pack. Got to get in front. Oh, the tackle's good though. The tackle's real good. Kyle Hayter will come up with the free kick. A bit too far out to score. He'll need to find a target. Look, if he can get hold of this one, good luck to him. But he's got to find a target. So where's the skipper? It's popped it up in the air. It's setting up for him, but no one's underneath the footy. Goolwa didn't take the mark. It was a bit casual snap around the body by Gary Carpenter. What's he done, Gazza?
He's got
it through. Yes, he has, Gary Carpenter.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Into it, and that was a perfect spot for him.
Ball come in though. It was no one was underneath it apart from Goolwa, and just sort of spilt that high mark.
Yeah, the two of them drifted back, and they, thinking the wind was going to carry it, and it dropped it down, but the Goolwa player couldn't grab it, so come to ground. Back in the centre, up they go. Tonkin tries to get up, can't get it down, and Goolwa got that one out there through Dunn. Goes back down, but it goes stacks on the middle here again, and umpire will repeat it. Up they go. Tonkin gets it, slaps it out, comes back into the ground, picked it all up, turned around. He can't get out of it there, and that one there was James Bradford for the Bays, but he get wrapped up by two of the oppositions, and it goes. Dunn steps in, tries to block Tonkin coming through, comes out, comes around to Daniel Fry for Goolwa. Handball's intercepted by the Bays, goes out there and bang, straight on the chest
over
of
the back of the
Carpenter.
head.
That
Good
was
one.
another great kick there, and that was Nicholas Marshall again. They're two beautiful passes he's put on to his last two kicks to his full forwards. So Carpenter now lining up for his second kick, the last one for the Bays. He's at probably around about a 30-40 degree angle mark there. Breeze will come across him, puts it all up, goes up, drives the ball, looks good, bang, slams it into the post. So for another minor score, the FPX scoreboard, Encounter Bay are 2 goals 3 to Goolwa Port Elliot, 2 straight goals.
It just shows you what happened. You aim at the post and you kick it at the post.
Bent it
and
in, didn't
hits
it?
Yeah, it almost like that a magnet is.
See how much power that Breeze has got in it. I think he allowed for it, but not enough.
Yeah, Goolwa will kick it in from that behind. A bit of a let off there for the Goolwa side. Anyway, he decides to go over the clubroom side with it. Kicks it in reasonably short out there, finds his opposition teammate out there, and there's a kick in now.
Goes the young lad again.
And that's
Christophers, Jaden Christophers.
Christophers, is it? That's a Kangaroo Island lad, I reckon it might be. And he'll have a shot for goal this time. Well, he's got the Breeze behind him, that's for sure.
Just pointing out to the listeners, Kevy, you picked it out before, Encounter Bay do not have an import player in any of points.
No.
We run a point system here and they have a 0-1.
So they've got no players come into their club from outside at the moment.
Out on
and
the full.
That is out on the full, and Goolwa will bring it back in. And they're a little short kick in out there, and I reckon that might be
Rakawasa.
Rakawasa, is it? That's got it. And you got that one well. You've been practicing that one all the week, Trev.
Magic, just call him Magic.
Magic,
That's what he
you
told
got-
us to call him in association game. Just Madge will do.
Magic.
He was the captain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, umpire throws the ball up again. He threw it up pretty high that time, and down on the ground they come with it again. Yeah, a little bit of magic in him. That
Oh,
lad.
look, and just inspiration.
He's a funny lad, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's talking and that, and to bring the guys to the game was just fantastic. It's great to have him for that weekend.
Umpire tosses it up again. Got it out. Here's a chance now. The ball is kicked in, and
Out
Lost
the
the
full.
lot.
and that's gone out on the full, and that'll take 5 minutes to go and get nifty.
Yeah.
Because there's no one down there to rescue it at the moment. So the score at the moment is 2 goal 3 Encounter Bay, 2 straight goals Goolwa Port Elliot. I mean, you don't call them Goolwa Port Elliot all the time, it takes too long.
It does, yeah.
Finally coming back, he had to go to Goolwa Port Elliot to pick up the football, but he's back in the game now. So that one, hurried or kicked through, but missed the lot. So there's 2 out on the fulls and 2 posters for Encounter Bay in this term. Goolwa now play on, bring it up towards the coach's boxes again, in front. Goolwa after he gets knocked down again. Quick hands over the top of the Encounter Bay, but dispossessed. Goolwa have it to the boundary, and they want out on the full, and
It's a
the
free
umpire's
kick.
doing it. It's a free kick. It is out on the full, or someone's kicked it over the top, and it's Goolwa's kick. Anyway, Goolwa's away. They're closer than what we are. Miles is too far down. He's punched it up over the top, and it's off hands and through the interchange race here at Encounter Bay Oval. And if you're looking over there, if you're watching the games through the year, you'll see some changes there. The club's been done, and now they're massive new big veranda right across the front, and all the concrete and work was done, and tiles all done, ready for the last weekend's big round.
It was
So
all done in a week.
they get into it when they do some jobs down here. Boys in Encounter Bay now loaded up to the top of the kick-off square. It doesn't come over. Do it. Here's a chance near the Bays. Can they do it all? Crunch down goes
Nick
Marshall.
Marshall.
Down goes Kyle Hayter. How's the umpire seen it? No, holding the
Hold
ball.
the ball.
Free kick. Goolwa. So Goolwa through the match. It's got the hold of the footy. Where's he going with it? Brings
Bit of a-
one back out. Oh, turned
Wind
over.
took
It is
that
by.
one.
Yeah, didn't it? Bent. Down to Christmas again. Lad from Kangaroo Island. Where's he going to sink this one? Oh, he's just brought it round the body. Oh, fly down there. It is. He might have been Tyson down there in that lot. Couldn't get hold of it. He's at the bottom of the pack. Goolwa's coming in hard for the footy or player taking a bit high. Should have been a free kick. No, it's not. Play on's the call. The umpire's letting it go, and they're scrapping over the footy. Throw a couple of chips out there and bring the Seagulls in. Ball comes back out the back to Goolwa. Running around Pryor there, running the wrong way, running around the back of the pack, look for some help. It's gone to the boundary line. No one can touch it. It has come off hands, and the boundary umpire will throw it in. He's still stuck in the deep in the pocket. Could lean over, Trev, to get you. Give me a hand a minute. Ball comes back in over the top. Still ball loose, picked up by the base through Davis. Couldn't get a hold of it. Goolwa's got hold of the footy. Still hard they go in. We've got a whistle in the umpire stand, a free kick. Goolwa. So Goolwa Can they drive along? Big Miles, he's calling for the footy. He's up on centre wing, up on the scoreboard side. He's got the football, he called it, and then he's got it. Oh, he just couldn't bring it down, hang on to it coming down. And they've gone to a pack of players and the boundary umpire. No, central umpire coming in. Ball up,
Yep.
Trev.
Certainly is. Right on the scoreboard side here, true wing position. Up she goes. Tonkin gets up. They try to fend him off, get his body out of it. Comes back down the ground. Turns around, gets onto it. The umpire's whistling. He's going up. It's still loose, so he's called play on. Goes up there. Now he's going to have to come in and ball it up in virtually exactly the same spot as it was. Big ruckman gets up there, and Todd Miles gives it back to him. Goes out there. Goes over there. Goolwa dive back into it, onto it. He could go here. Yep, look at this. He's out and sweating on it. Bingo! There he says, holding the ball, no effort, you dived on it. Out it comes to Tonkin. Tonkin drives this ball up full forward, and it's a poor kick and goes straight down the throat of Goolwa. Goolwa at centre half back, turns round. Looks like the only place he wants to come is scoreboard. He goes inside, comes out, goes up, and that's a good intercept mark there, and that one goes to Magic. Goes off, he fends off, bit high, but he got away with it. Pushes it up, goes up full forward. The body's used onto there. Goes out to McKinley. McKinley goes, slips out. The umpire slipped down. Comes over there to Goolwa. Goolwa spins it around. That's pretty good. Goes around through to Jesse Bates. Umpire says, go.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is great.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
And just beyond the umpire there, it looks like it's about to rain in about another 5 minutes. Probably be a quarter time when it does. Umpire tosses it up again. Up it goes. Down it goes through Encounter Bay. Should be picked up this time by Goolwa. The player there's on top of it. They throw him off the football out there. Encounter Bay got it now, and this player here gets a hand pass away. Gets it over the top there to Tom Pearsons. Pearsons kicks it further down the ground, and coming out there was Goolwa. There's plenty of players around the ball at the moment. The Goolwa get the free kick out there, and play goes on. And might have got away a little bit too.
He's gone.
And he's in all sorts of trouble. Tried to break the tackle, run at the player. He grabbed him, tried to shake him off, couldn't do it, and Encounter Bay will get the ball further down the ground.
Hugo Marshall Schmidt. There's a mouthful.
It certainly is a mouthful to try and say that all the time. Anyway, Encounter Bay got the run of the ball here. Hand pass goes right out now. Goolwa got the hand pass. The hand pass it will play a little bit too close, and it's gone down there.
Bates.
Zachary.
Bates has got it.
Whoops.
Kicks it
Yep,
out
it's
there.
gone to the
and
car park.
Bang! Straight on the car bonnet out there. Encounter Bay will kick it back in. They didn't waste any time there because no one came over to stand the mark.
And Gary
Cartney's got a chance now to put through another goal. He probably could have had two already. He only got one though.
This is tough for him in the pocket.
And this is not an easy pocket to kick a goal from when the wind's blowing like it is today.
because he's deep, isn't it, too?
Yeah.
Right onto the boundary line.
He's back against the fence when he comes in to take the kick. Comes in, he's not that far out, but has he threaded it?
I think he
reckon
might, if you know.
might have. He
Oh,
has.
Harry.
And that has
Oh,
gone
boy.
through the...
Up in the centre again, bro. The sun's still out, but that cloud's moving down from the hill up there. Someone up on top of that hill to put a traffic signal up there and tell it to go away. Ball comes back out. Tyson Neal on the ball, end up in the centre again. Gets the ball out to the teammate. Little kick forward it is by Gibbsy. Can't control it. Callum's got to get out to it. Or tries the toe poke. Couldn't get up into it. Handballs comes out. What have we got hanging on? Free kick. Goolwa. Going back there to Zachary Bates. Bates now with the footy. Loads it up. to the half forward line. They go punched away. It is from the base, but Goolwa's come down with the footy again, tries to bring it around the corner of the body, but Sweetman's there for Encounter Bay, loads up a long bomb down the line. All the Goolwa players are just queuing up back down there. They're working pretty good on the defensive line. We want to run his full measure, gets the football back over the top. It is to Clark. He can't get hold of it. He's too close to the boundary line.
Too
free
high.
kick.
Picked up a free kick there.
Contact high.
So Goolwa with another free kick, spinning up into the middle of the game to Benny Cummins. Benny Cummins switches up, playing the Encounter Bay game here, bringing it over to the scoreboard side. They're rolling the footy. The player's kick is forward, and forward it goes through to Fry. Daniel Fry, one of their better players. Soon it goes into Dino McKinley. Dino's been around for 100 years. Handball back over the top. Chance here for Crispin. He's being whacked, bang, crashed straight in the middle of the Goolwa sandwich. Handball comes up there. The happy handball wasn't going anywhere. Goes over to Fry. Fry's at the bottom of the pack. They're all in there to help him out. And they won't matter because the honker is gone here at Encounter Bay Oval to end the first term. It is in Encounter Bay 3 goals, 3 to Goolwa Port Elliot. 3 straight goals on our FP Ag scoreboard. 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
So, Matt?
At Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends, customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads, wholesale quarry direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Did it well because at one stage I think we won goal 10.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? Isn't it?
Could not buy a goal.
Okay, umpire's just waiting for a few more people to get off the oval. We're ready to rock and roll this second term. Just as the scores are coming through, Kev will keep an eye on them for us. This Encounter Bay is a 3-3 Goolwa Port Elliot. 3 straight goals ready for the second quarter. We might have a little bit of a wet second quarter too. She's coming a little bit gloomy over the back of the club. Umpire with a footy. There goes the honker. Up we go again. Big Callum Tonkin goes up, but it doesn't. Dunny's got his boot, got his mitt to it. Comes back out of the middle. Free kick's been played and holding the ball as well. The advantage was paid and the tackle was absolute ripper by Cummings. And it should be Cummins with the free kick. No, it's gone down. No, they've gone on quickly, played on quickly. It's down the throat now.
Fraser Tonkin had no idea what hit him.
Nah, straight down the throat of Pryor. Not the Pryor that's sitting alongside me. This Oni kick in. The distance should carry accuracy here with the breeze. This is going to be the difference. The kick is on its way. It's not a bad looking dob either. He's put it straight over his goal umpire's head.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
Looks like he might have it. I think he's just got out of the Uber car and he's got back on the ground again. So Evans brought out Uber into the country because he got that ball a lot quicker. Back in, he puts it over to his speedster. Look at him. He's gone in.
He goes fast as my truck across the oval.
He needs to go beyond the goals. He should fetch it. He'd be out and back before you knew it was over there.
I reckon he got a size to this guy because he's a lot quicker.
Up they go and bang, turn around, went over. Umpire says just blew his whistle in time as the ball comes free and repeats the centre throw up once again. Up they go. Turns around, Tonkin goes up, gets it, smacked out again by Goolwa from behind. Encounter Bay gets it back out, comes back around, Ruckman gets thrown down, he gets tackled up, goes, spins around, doesn't make an attempt. Turn around, probably lucky, came loose, but the umpire's gone, nope, and that one there was Husser. Goes up it down, Goolwa, go again, pick it all up, he gets thrown out, gets wrapped around, the umpire says, hanging on to I, Encounter Bay. It's like Sweetman. Sweetman gets up, drives this ball, look at the wind, push that over. Comes out, goes straight onto the chest there. Coming out there is, I reckon, is
Benny Davis.
Yep. Davis drives this ball up, wind's pushing it, going to drop it down. Up they go, Tyson. Hayter couldn't get it, and read beautifully there by Goolwa in the defence. Comes up, drives this ball back on the wing where it comes. Up they go, can't mark it. Too many up, goes around, comes around again. Goes out to Davis. Davis goes over to the young player there, and Christophers. He turns around. He overruns it. Goes up. Encounter Bay comes through. He gets wrapped up. Turns around. The umpire will have to bounce this one up. He had the old arm ping. Had no chance of getting rid of it. Centre half forward for a throw up. Tonkin goes up. Gets it back down again. Leaping beautifully. Goes up. Goolwa try to throw the ball out. Comes round. Picks it all up, goes out, sidesteps, handballs back into trouble, goes round, kicks it, sockers off the ground. Encounter Bay get the ball up, and that was 5. He gets tackled, goes down, kicked out quickly there, goes forward. Carpenter goes out, nearly pulls in a one-hander, goes round there, player jumps on it, he jumps on top of him. The umpire says, I'll come into the forward pocket. Clubroom side for a ball up. Almost stuck that one out there then. Up she goes, Tonkin gets it, but slapped away there by Dunn for Goolwa. Turns around, goes up there, comes off quickly, out there through to Logan Payne for Goolwa. Goes up, here they come over to Christophers again. Gets a kick, that was a better kick. That was a lot better kick from him. His last two have been off the edge of his boot and come straight out. Tyson goes off, kicks all out to Carpenter. Carpenter comes out, bang, on the chest, thank you very much, and he gobbles that one up.
Interesting to see how Carpenter goes with this one because he's got a bit of wind to deal with there.
Yeah. As I said, it'll go. Goolwa's kicked them from here. They have not missed so far today, and this weather conditions is magnificent. So if you take a
hard and flat last one.
Yeah, probably like I said, you'd think the wind's going to push it left or right, don't you? So Pence what he do, walks in, comes up, steps out to the right, hangs it to the right.
that was
That's
always
exactly where it went.
Yeah.
Never get them back when you're kicking against the breeze and you run out that way too. So for a minor score to Encounter Bay, FPAG scoreboard, they go to 3 goals for to Goolwa, 4 goals.
And the ball comes back in now. Goolwa's got it. Down the ground they go, and they got the breeze behind it, and it certainly takes off with that breeze down there. Back it comes again through a hand pass. Should be able to pick this one up. Crispin jumps in top of it, gets in the way. Down it goes, further down now, and Encounter Bay should be able to get it back. They do. Ball's kicked across the ground and under the ball out there is Encounter Bay waiting for it. And I think he's trying to drag it.
Christopher's
That's
again.
Christopher's
Yeah.
again. He was trying to get an extra 15 metres, I reckon, out of that. Couldn't get it though. And here's a chance now again for Encounter Bay to get the ball. I don't
Oh,
think
he's
they're
hung
going
on
to pick
to.
this one up.
Let him get away with it.
I
So
think he might have let it go at the last minute, Trev. thought he might have got a free kick there. And the boundary umpire has got hold of it. Throws it in this time. In it goes. Encounter Bay player there jumped high, missed it by a foot, and off it comes now. Down it goes. They're kicking into the breeze now. Encounter Bay. They're going across the ground. They're going over the far side of the ground now. They kick it in short. Should be able to be marked out
Kyle
here.
Hayter.
And Kyle Hayter's got it. And Kyle Hayter kicks it.
oh, made him work for that.
Oh, did he ever? And gives it over there to Tyson Neal. Tyson Neal can't mark the ball. And there goes the big fella. Down goes the big fella.
He's
out
got him
there.
hanging on.
Yeah, yeah.
I reckon he might have got a.
He
I
did.
reckon he got leggy on that one.
Gary sort of rode him in a little
I
bit.
reckon he hit the ground pretty hard though.
He's a
He's
big
either
boy.
got to take the
Big
free
man.
kick or get off, doesn't he?
Yes, I think he does.
Well, the umpire's letting him. No, not
Well,
letting
the
him.
umpire says you can stay out there if you like and let somebody else take it. And there's another big
Miles.
fella out there,
Todd Miles,
Miles. He's taking the ball this time. Got it now over that fast over the clubroom side, and not a good kick. Can't find its mark out there. In it goes, and it's gone out here to Callum Tonkin. Callum Tonkin plays on with it. Is he going to get this out there? Yes, it bounces nicely for his teammate moving across out here. Coming out there all over the top of him. Goes now to McHale O'Flaherty, and the mark has been marked by Jaden Christophers.
That's when he touches this.
He has.
He's had a touch about every minute or so. He's been in there and got a touch of the ball, but it goes over the top now. While the player is in a bit of trouble, got on the ball, and that was Thomas Neville against him. And it's gone out here to Dean McKinley. McKinley now kicks in short. Found his teammate in Roy Houser. He's kicking it down. He's kicking with the breeze. That's not a bad kick. Further down the ground it's gone. Off hands it goes. Gone out here towards 5. 5 picks it up. Gets a hand pass back. His teammate's got hold of it. He does a short kick in, and it's marked down there by Bradford. So Bradford's got hold of it for the Bows. Looking for somewhere to kick it. He's going to just keeps inside the boundary line then. The Encounter Bay player there and Mitchell Davis jumped up high for it, couldn't take the ball though. Comes out here.
Oh, good handwork.
That was a good handball out there.
Under pressure,
goes,
not a good kick.
Put him under pressure down there, and Davis wasn't too happy about the treatment he received there. You can't blame him. And out come. Oh, here's a chance now for Ben Davis again. He's got it, and
he's got it.
He's got it all right.
Got it all right, and he has.
Encounter Bay.
And while you're doing that, we've got all the scores now. Strathalbyn 3 goals 6. Myponga Selix 2 goals 2.
Yeah, right.
So not
3
much in
6.
that game.
9 scoring shots.
So
Bit breezy over at Strats.
Yeah,
Back in the centre it comes now. Ruckman go up, Tonkin goes up and down, neither of them get it, it comes back down. Bayes get in underneath, can't get to it there, and that one there was Benjamin Gibbs in there and he couldn't get away with it. The umpire will come in for a ball up. Oh, he got a bit of a knock, I think, so gets all up. Umpire's not interested in it, so he decides now, and up she goes in the air. Up they go, Ruckman goes up, Tonkin gets it for the Bayes, slashes it out forward, bang! One high went high into there with a clash of bodies. Goolwa pick it all up, then he gets slammed and into the mud just to make sure, and says, you know, it's all right, it's black mud and there's black and white
good clean mud, isn't it?
Yeah. Umpire decides to walk off the pitch to do it in the dry, so he throws it up there, socket off the ground by Goolwa, comes out the front there, Encounter Bay picks it all up, he tries to spin around, can't get out to it, out they come, comes out quickly, we're getting here,
Whistle.
hanging on, let's see, free kick to Encounter Bay, too long, and it's that man of the moment again there, which was Christopher's. Christopher's comes out the wing, puts it all up here, goes out, sitting underneath, Spoilt comes out there, goes back down, and that's deliberate push out. The umpire won't pay that though, but he had only one intentions, the player then, and that one there was Logan Payne, and he's double fisted over the line for a boundary throw in forward flank for Encounter Bay. Here on the scoreboard side, up they go, Tonkin goes, turn around, gets tapped down, gets round onto there, Sweetman wraps him up, and turns around and forces another ball up. Goes back onto there. Rory Hassur puts the ball onto it. Tonkin goes up again, misses his player going out the side there, goes into it. He gets wrapped up, goes down. McKinlay trying to get out, gets it over to Hassur. Well. Hassur puts it all out. Bayes is sitting underneath this one. Goes up and down, comes out. The Bayes run out the back lines. Quick going out. Crispin out in the back flank there. Turns around, clubroom side, kicks it back in and bang! Umpire's blown his whistle, FAD. You'll see that one, step too late, shirt front, go into it. Quickly off the Bayes, go up here. Carpenter comes over the back, he likes this, traps all over there. Goes off, kicks it down, bang! Kick. Leading coming out. Turn around, Tyson picks up there, knows it was going to go. He knew it turned around that Carpenter was not going to have the shot, and he was at the open lead, and through he came.
Not going to miss them when they daisy cutting like that, straight to the bread basket.
Just kick one in the first quarter. Really probably needs to get this one just to settle things a little bit for him.
Come on, Mockers.
In he comes, puts it all up, drives it up, hands it, and guess what? Left to right, not picking them. They are not picking this end. You surely, it's the ground they would know. Carpenter kicked from just a little bit further, exactly the same spot, and the wind took it left to right and did not help it. So Tyson did not learn a thing from that.
Well, he's learned now he's got to go and get the ball.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you miss. If you'd got the goal, the boundary umpires would have had to go and get it. Anyway, we've got the ball now to bring it back into play. Sun shining here now at the Encounter Bay Oval. Goes over the clubroom side with the ball. That's not a bad kick out. It's going way out over the 50, and a good mark being taken down there by Dunn. Dunn's got it for Goolwa. Puts the ball on the boot, just kicked it up high. Tried to get it up there in the slipstream. Oh, the player at the back there in Miles took the mark. He goes back to pick the ball up. Was that Miles?
Yeah, Toddy Miles, yeah.
Anyway, Miles has got hold of it again, puts the ball up high, gets it in the slipstream out there, comes off hands, kept in. Here's a chance now for Goolwa Port Elliot. They've got the ball, they're under it, they've taken the mark. They've got the mark now about 10 metres straight out in front, near enough. And this one should be a goal.
Couldn't miss from there, Kev.
You can't miss from there.
Is it Fry?
Yeah, it is Fry.
Yeah. It looked a bit like
you can't miss it here. You put it down there in the cricket nets, you would think.
Called Uber.
Puts it in, and that is a goal out there.
At Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
One job.
One job. Get everything right. That was the job.
Yeah, all right.
Ball with the umpire back in the middle again. Bathed in sunshine here at the Bay Oval. Oh, look at the wind taking the footy on the throw up. Ball comes back down. Picked up by the skipper. Neil kicks the footy out. It's a high ball up underneath. It's a good run through. And a good run through it is by a Michael O'Flaherty. O'Flaherty with the footy. Goes short down the long off. Blasted through the arms there of the player. And it's gone out of bounds off hands. I'll throw it in right in the front of the scoreboard here. Beautiful Encounter Bay Oval. Big done and Tonks scores Association Ruckman or Zone Ruckman last weekend. Comes up, lays off the footy, puts it down in front of the skipper. Neil jams it up on the boot, kick around the fronty, but the Madge is there. Gets hold of the football, drives the football long up in the 50, trapped. Little toe poke off the ground by the Bays. Can they get there? All hanging on to the player, dropping the ball, whatever we want, doesn't matter. Umpires this play on. It's going into the clinches. There's a pack of them. It's enough, says the umpire. We'll ball up. 60 metres out from Goolwa goals. Good kicking by Goolwa, 5 straight. Oh, they go again. Tap over the top. Out to Crispin. Crispin gets a little toe poke to it. And the run on Marshall. Can't get it. Pushed off the ball too easy. Turn, burn. Oh, good tackle it is by Crispin. Not rewarded by the tackle. Kick comes forward by the Bays. Tapped over the through and punched through his hands. And too high over the shoulder.
Yep.
Free kick it will be to the Bays. Right around the corner here. See him come out in a minute. Where are we going to go?
Coming out now, Lefty.
Make short. Kick it down the line. Oh, pack of players up in here. Oh, well, good grab it was there. Nick Marshall. Fell short. Kicks round the body. Underneath it, Gary Carpenter. Oh, where's his teammate from there? And Schmidt. No, nothing, Schmidt. What are you doing there?
Messer Schmidt, he was flying in, wasn't he?
Gary had this flash before his eyes. He thought it was a Goolwa opponent. It was one of his own teammates trying to spoil his party. 30 metres out.
As he learned from his last kick,
I was just about to ask you, Trev, do you want to call this one through? But you stay right there. I'll see if I can get Gazza a goal. I'll will him on through. I reckon he would have learnt. The kick is good. The kick is on its way. The kick is straight through the middle. Well, I wouldn't straight through the middle, but it made it through.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
I'll be mowing the grass today.
The weather.
She got given up on.
Yeah, she'll be able to do it between showers.
Yeah, up it goes in the centre. They go out. Nobody really gets it. Comes back down. Picked up there by Encounter Bay. Tries to get the handball out. Couldn't, and he turns around. Lucky to get away with it. Goolwa picks it up, drops it, turns around, goes back in there. Goolwa pick it up. Handballs out quickly. Out it comes to Tonkin. Tonkin gets flattened in the legs. Turns around, gets away with it though, and comes out. The Bay's out here. It comes out here and gets thrown to Davis. Benjamin Davis with the ball, drives it in full forward, over the top, can't get to it there. Over it goes Hayter, and hanging on, gives the kick away. Comes back here, goes into here to Logan Payne for Goolwa, back flank, scoreboard side, goes out, short kick, finds his player out here just in front of him, and that one's Jesse Bates. Just holding it down there. Small kicks, short kicks coming out, goes out and he finds his player there, and that one goes around to Brad Pryor. Pryor goes on quickly, goes out, up full forward, just short, coming out, bang, Miles gets it, then he gets tackled, goes down, can't get it. McKinlay can't get to it, gets around, looked high, and the umpire picked the same thing up, turned around and says, sorry, your right hand was over, it goes. Bays come out now, up the top goes over, and he finds his player out the back. Pearson's with the ball, goes off, standing on his mark there is Zachary Bates for Goolwa. He comes off, keeps it right into the scoreboard side, goes on.
Tyson's kick was a shocker.
Can't go onto it, goes out, comes back out now, out to the centre, goes over, bang, that's hanging on. You've got to pay that one. The player never even bent down to it. Doesn't matter, Encounter Bay intercepted the kick that comes off. They are going wide in this breeze, and I cannot understand it. It's pack mentality here. Nobody on the other side of the oval, and they are just kicking pack to pack to pack. Up they come now. Goes all up. Goes around here. Up they goes in front. Turn around. Goolwa over the back. Gets down. On it comes. It goes over. Bays get it for hanging on in the true wing scoreboard side to you, Kevy.
Yes, player from Encounter Bay has got it now on centre wing. Puts the ball up high down to the half forward line it goes. Good mark taken down there by Nick Marshall. So Nick,
boundary umpire nearly messed him up.
Play on quickly down there and the ball goes across. Two Encounter Bay players flew for it then. Neither managed to bring it down, but now the ball comes down. Big fella had it down there from Goolwa. He'll get the hand pass away. He does. Well done down there by the Goolwa player. And he passes it to a player that's almost leaning against the fence down there. And the free kick will go back to Encounter Bay.
Jack? Yep.
Yeah, it looks like that. Crispin.
It is.
For the haircut. Anyway, he picked out beautifully the opposition then. He couldn't have done any better if he tried. And he didn't want it, so he gave it away down there. That was done to give it away. And down to the forward line it goes.
Spot on, wasn't it?
Encounter Bay takes the mark, and that's Mitchell Davis.
That was a good pass.
Yeah, with a mistake then by Sam Dunn with the hand pass.
Well, I think Dino called it, and he gave it to him at 100 mile an hour, at about 3 feet away. And it come a bit too fast for Dino.
Anyway, he's got a shot for goal from about 30 metres out.
Pretty good.
Mind?
Yeah, I reckon he's put that one through. Big Louis says that one has.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
6, Myponga Sellex 2-2, Langhorns Creek 2-1, McLaren 1-2, Willunga 6-2, Yank 1-2.
21 minutes in, Nifty, into the second quarter.
We got the best game of the day yet. Ball comes back out in the middle, Gould trying to tap it on forward, not going anywhere. Umpire says I'll have it, just off the centre circle. Buried down the bottom of the pack there is Freddie Nissen. Comes up, Big Dunn and Callum Tonkin again will do battle. Callum sits in the front seat, gets it over to the young fella and Christopher. Don't get it, ton of balls happening out there. Umpires are letting it go, it can't go now. And too many hands on it. Goes back to the central umpire again. Feel a free kick coming on. Ball comes up in the middle again. Who gets it this time? Tonks might get his hands down. It comes out to Tyson, nearly goes out the back door to Pearson. Pearson now gets it out to a teammate. Run it wide, deep at 5. Now the chase is on. The race is on. Who's the quickest one out there? It is. It's a good tennis sit up and bounce. Big can't go. Player might have been taken a little bit too high. Probably didn't have all the footy. The tackling, the work rate at the bottom of the ground's not going to pay off for anybody.
Just didn't sit for him, did it? He got it out beautifully.
Umpire will ball up just inside 50 for the Bays. Tap back over the top. Run on now, Bass trying to work hard at the bottom.
Yeah, high kick.
Slid in onto it.
Is that Schmidt again?
And number 5, it is Schmidt. Schmidt gets the football in quickly. It's not a good pass back inbound. It's a turnover and it's straight down to the throat of Hauser. I guess that's how we spell that one.
Goes over to James Fry.
Over to Frizy. Frizy now from the edge of the cricket pitch. Gets a wobbly old 40 up to Big Toddy Miles. Can't get it, but it helps it on its way. Little toe poke forward from the base. Doesn't work. Here's a chance now for Clark.
He's gone.
Clark
He's gone.
has tried to do a little bit too much with his own footy and it's been done. Young Christopher's again from Kangaroo and picks up the football. Bouncy ball over the top. Oh, well done, Tyson. Neil keeps in. Oh, that wasn't out.
Yes, it was.
Oh, Tyson's not happy. I don't. You reckon it was out there, umpire Kev?
Yep.
Was it? So umpire Kev says it's out. 2 umpires are having it. Crossed over the line. How are we going to see it?
Have to pay that. Boundary umpire's got it.
Umpire says I'll have it.
Well, he gets the result. He's there, so you've got to pay his decisions.
Yeah, I think that
he might have chose his decision too.
Oh, I thought Tyson might have just dragged that one back just in the nick of time, but never mind. Right on the line as a tennis umpire had. You were watching enough Wimbledon last week, Kev, so I guess you'd have to be right. Back with Crispin. Crispin gets a hurried kick. Hurried kick it is over to Madge. Madge has got the footy at the bottom. Always slips over from the deck. Here's a chance now for Kyle Hayter. Kyle Hayter goes out even wider. Out it goes to Pearsons. He ducks, he weaves, he goes back again into the centre corridor. He brings it up and he picks it up there. And Schmidt now sees number 3 out there, and Benny Gibbs has got it through the hands out the back of the pack again. They're on all sorts of trouble. Bay still got hold of it again. Tyson over the top. Well, where we going? Gouldy says back to you, Callum. Callum says bugger this, I'll jam it on the boot. On the boot he does. A little push out in there. Has the push been paid? No, it hasn't. The mark has been paid, and the mark has been paid down to Benny Davis. Benjamin Davis, 25 metres out.
I think he got pushed out.
Fair old shove, I reckon, but never mind. He's been paid the mark. So Benjamin Davis, 30 metres out, potentially directly in front. He's got to contend with that breeze, and I reckon that breeze is getting a little bit shakier. Either somebody's rocking the van or the wind's picking up. Davis on his way in. Oh, he sliced it off there with Big Louie. That was a guess. I don't know if you reckon that made a point, but Louie's giving it one.
I reckon Louie was caught right out of position.
He's caught with his pants around his ankles there. I tell you, that was only 1 point.
How could he have been in position though?
Not to see that one. Oh, you've got to sprint, Kev. Get out there amongst them. Only a point it is to him, Kev.
Like Carl Lewis did.
I think they should take him up to about 6 goals, 6 to 5 straight goals Goolwa on our FPAG scoreboard. Trev put some more melody back in this game.
Certainly is. The umpire says go back because he was not allowed to play on, so he turns around. They go back with the ball. Now he comes back out again. Comes up the scoreboard side, puts it all up and over, goes up, double grab, goes out there and goes around here to Rakawasa. Madge goes in short, and he finds his player there quickly there in Dale Cuthbert. Dale Cuthbert drives this ball up and under, goes right out to the wing. Up they go, over the back it comes. A big run onto here. Bay's going up, tapped it forward, turns round. Goolwa can't get hold of it, runs it forward, keeps pushing it, goes up in the forward flank. They're still in control of the ball, brings it back in, goes over, and he finds the player there. The umpire blows it and will pay it.
Freddie Nissen.
Yep, I said it looks like probably.
Oh no, it's not
13.
Batesy. No, Batesy.
Batesy, I can say it looked like 13 to me. Yeah. So he's kicked one, Jesse Bates. This one's a fair bit out. Probably.
Well, you have to kick this one reasonably quickly. He won't want to play on because I reckon we must be getting close to full time.
Yeah, wind's going to be virtually over. There goes the siren. Yeah. Comes in, stutters, puts it up, drives it up. He's hung it all up. It's gone too narrow, is it? Or
I think he's got it.
Oh, he's got it.
Yes, he has.
Certainly has. That is a.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
At Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Hi, I'm Jamie, Manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
Frank's daughter Nancy, of course.
Yes, and back here at the Encounter Bay Oval, there was no rain or anything at half time, and it looks like it could be covered in the third quarter. But anyway, nothing has come yet. Start to get a little bit darker, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. And I would think at the moment, the way Encounter Bay are going, that they will probably get the chocolates.
If you look at it too, Kevy, it's important. It looks like the Creeks will beat McLaren. That drags them back then, and the Bays are looking between McLaren basically and Strath. So Strath are having a tight tussle, but yeah, McLaren's look like they could go down. The Bays have got to win this one to keep their hopes alive. So
well, yeah, if they can win this one, and if Monga Sellicks can do them a favour and knock Strath over, it makes it a real interesting
makes it real tight for the last few games.
That's what we need.
Yeah. I'll go through the goal kickers while we're waiting. They're just warming up here, the players here. For Goolwa Port Elliot, we have 2 goals to Brad Pryor, 2 goals to Jesse Bates, singles to Ben Cummings and Daniel Fry. For Encounter Bay, Gary Carpenter has 3, and we have singles to Tyson Neal, Mitchell Davis and Benjamin Davis. So that's the scores here, and of course last fortnight back we had a couple that were sitting up here, Peter and Sonia Mullins over in Santa Monica, California. They were sitting up late over there watching the football, so we cheer them on. We got your message at the end that you appreciate it and like to hear it, so that was good. We obviously didn't broadcast last week because of an association type game, so we had a rest, but we're back here again now. If you are listening in, welcome once again, and we hope the weather's pretty good for you over there in California.
Probably warmer.
And if you are interested, we also won the Country Football Award in South Australia anyway, last weekend. So the whole of the state competed in it, and we were lucky that Southern and Great Southern won the final.
Umpires the footy. Here we rock and roll with the third term. Encounter Bay up, just 6 points up just at the moment. Ball comes back in the middle. Now we've got a bit of a structure change here. Big Toddy Miles has come up in the middle as well to do some rucking duty, so we're looking to change up the game.
You should step around and block.
Yep. Ball comes over. Well, Callum's woken up with the fact he's in. Todd Miles comes back in and around. Gets the handball down, gets the handball back to him. Smothered off the boot is Callum Tonkin. Handball's back out wide out to the brother. Handball's back in towards Sweetman. Now comes over to Fife. Fife now jams it up on the boot. In front's Carpenter. He can't get up in there. Nick Marshall's at it. At his knees. Backwards it goes to Carpenter. Carpenter gets it around the body. Straight down the throat of the skip. And the skipper, Tyson Neal, comes out and takes a good one between the chest. That's about the third one Gary's given the boss. And from 35 metres out directly in front, the skipper has got to kick truly to get them rolling. Enough of the points. A couple of goals here to get them rolling. We might just turn the lights out a little bit for Goolwa. Encounter Bay should get rolling. Tyson Neal's on its way. The goal umper, Big Louie down there, didn't even inch.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
If you leave them hanging on, they're going to be a nuisance for you.
They'll be a pest all the rest of the day, won't they?
Yeah. You know, they're certainly playing good football, and you know, deserve to be in. But the Bays, you know, if they want to play finals, they've got to make every milestone from now on in.
Yeah, they can't afford a slip up, can
they? Back in the centre it goes, up they go. Goolwa gets it, comes out though. Encounter Bay overstepped it, picked up beautifully there by Goolwa. Kick forward, out they go. Socket off the ground there by Encounter Bay. Gets wrapped up there at centre half back, and the umpire comes in for a ball up on the forward flank for Goolwa. Right in front of us in the broadcasting. Up they go. Tonkin goes up. Smaps it all down. Turns around. Goolwa go up. Breaks out. Finally gets a kick away. That one there was Hassa. Turns around. Socket off the ground quickly there in DeConning for Goolwa. Turns around. Handball goes up. Goes back around. Goes up. Handballs come out the back. They're trying to break it up on here. Goes back again. Turns around. Kick up and under. Goes up over the back. Bang. Crashes into the back of that. One hand. Should have paid a free kicker, I reckon, for in the back. Pretty well. But Encounter Bay come charging out of the back through there in Mark French. Turns around, off he goes, turns around, beautiful stop and slide from there, but Goolwa will get away. Back into there, goes back into it there, and the umpire says, kicking in danger, free kick around there to Crispin for Encounter Bay. Turn around, haven't seen him play for a little foot of football for a while. He's gone up and he finds his player on the true wing right in front of the club rooms. Big building over there now. Goes up on the forward flanks, comes out. Hayter tries to trap it, can't go, comes off of his feet and goes over the boundary line, right on the forward flank for Encounter Bay club room side. And the umpire gets there. Comes up back now to sets himself, and the players have all gone over to one half of the oval once again. In it comes. Up goes the ball, goes out, over. It was a bad throw, went to Goolwa and they couldn't make advantage of it, and they turn around and get out. They turn around. Umpire really probably should have got him to repeat it, but he goes up the centre bouncer goes. Tonkin tries to come over the back, can't get to it, falls on the bottom, gets wrapped up on here. Everybody player goes down on the stacks on the meals onto here. This is starting to look like junior football now. It hasn't rained, we've been lucky, it's blue sky, but it's still blowing here, so it should be neater than that. Tonkin goes up, can't get it down. Goolwa comes out with it, goes over, taps forward. Encounter Bay trying to push the ball around, the umpire repeating it. It must be getting close time to a free kick. It's about his fourth ball up in the same spot. Up they go. Tonkin can't get it, nearly out the air in the wind. Can't get it, goes forward though. Picked up beautifully, swung around, handball goes out, comes up beautifully, left foot goes over there, turns around, kicks it, looks good. I reckon that's David.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Then that quick goal down there to Encounter Bay. As we said, this quarter may break the game open a little bit, and Encounter Bay could have a handy lead at three-quarter time.
Yeah, they really want it, don't they? If
they're going to be
going to go ahead, yep.
Umpire's got the ball back in the centre of the ground. Comes in, throws the ball up. Tonkin jumps up. The player stood on the ground down there and just knocked it out, and that was Miles. Down into the forward line it goes. Coming out there was DeConnie. He gets the ball down the half forward line down there. The ball now is just in a mess down there. They're all jumping on top of it, and the central umpire will come in and toss it up. So the place looks nice down here now. The sun shining on it. Umpire throws it up again. Up it goes. Again, the Goolwa get the knockout. Goes across there to Andrew Fife. Fife puts it.
Oh, what's a leap!
That player got up high there.
Benny Davis.
He got up well before acceptances were taken there, but still didn't do him much good. And down the ground it goes now through Hamish Tonkin, and he gets it over the top down there to.
Oh, he's kicked to the opposition.
Nice.
Just over.
How's the judgment of that kick? That went straight through the two Goolwa guys, and the slide comes through. Is that Tyson that done that? That's amazing.
Yeah, it is Tyson Hill by the look of it.
It is, yeah. Got
Went
that.
over the top of one hand and then
It looked like he'd spattered up from here. It was heading straight to the Goolwa player,
and
he just had the bite over it, and the Goolwa player
this
was
could be another goal to Encounter Bay very quickly after the last one. And Tyson Neal comes in from
He's
not
happy.
very far out. Big Louie just walks over there, puts the
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Comes over the top.
Yeah, the zone coach would have picked up that they're better attacking and keeping it open and fast. So back in the centre, up she goes. Tonkin goes up, gets it out the back, read beautifully there by Goolwa, comes out to Zachary Bates. He goes off, goes up their forward flank, leading out, going out to the barbecue hut. Goes out there, goes over the back, collected beautifully there by Fred Nissen, and his handball goes backwards, but it messes it up badly, goes down on the wing, and they wrapped it up the base for another ball up. Club room side, not a large crowd, but there's probably a few inside, but yeah, sitting out in the sunshine there with a new one. Up it goes, comes back down, grabs out there, the umpire comes up, stacks around here. Two wrapped up the Goolwa player, and the umpire calls for it once again. Still on that true wing club room side. Up she goes. Tonkin gets up, but Goolwa smacked it out of there. Come out, ran onto it beautifully. Goolwa gets up, shoved out of there. Got away with it though. Throws it over and goes down the throat of French.
Get lucky.
Mark French for Goolwa. Oh, sorry, Encounter Bay in the back flank, goes up, comes inside, goes out, and he finds his player in Tonkin. Tonkin handballs quickly, off it goes up to there was Benny Miles, goes up fire, right over the back. Goolwa can't control the mark, goes over, picked up. Hayter can't get his boot to it, goes over to it. Handball comes out to Goolwa, goes out. They go back the club room side, goes out, and he spots his player up on the defensive side of wing. In the control, goes up now, puts it all up in front of the club rooms, goes out short, and out comes Tonkin, is it?
Yep.
Goes out Callum Tonkin, and he takes the ball back
big
in that true big wing position. Drives that ball, you see the wind kick that one up a bit better. In front, Hayter can't quite get to it. Goes up, down, comes around, picks around. Goes up there, Encounter Bay throws it out the back, goes around quickly over there to Benjamin Gibbs. Goes out there, and there's Gary Carpenter. Here's the body, read it better, and he takes it in the forward pocket.
See, he's having a red hot day.
He kicked this one, last one, didn't he? Again, that
He's a
pocket.
little bit further out too.
A little bit further, yeah. Still that tight angle. So he knows where to kick it.
And he's certainly making the most of it, isn't he?
He certainly is. He knows, he should know what it's going to do, so he's certainly setting himself for the shot as he comes in now. Certainly taking his time, sits around. How's he do this one? Drives it up, kicks it, bangs it. Louis looks goes on the skinny side there, in for a minor score. Encounter Bay now go to 9 goals 7 to Goolwa 6 goals 6 on the FPA scoreboard.
And Goolwa have got the ball now to bring it back into play. Up they go, they're coming almost down the centre of the ground. Plenty of players around here, they'll be lucky if anyone can mark that. And Goolwa break through with it. Over it goes out of the big fella, he can't do anything with it either. Hand pass now goes across, back it goes again to French.
Bit of a
French
floater.
gets it further down the ground. I reckon he looked up and looked in the sun then, gets in a terrible spot over there at the moment. And down the ground goes Goolwa with it. They can go in and pick it up, they try to, they're getting in each other's way out there at the moment, and the umpire will have to come in here now and throw it up. Comes in now, up it goes, throws the ball up, down the ground it goes over there now towards Encounter Bay's way, and the umpire will throw it up once again.
They're edging it forward, aren't they?
Yeah, they're trying to get it forward. Goolwa are making sure they don't.
They're blocking it up, they've got nothing into attack now.
Anyway, Goolwa now, they attack it down the other end, and almost a good mark being taken down there. The umpire says no way, I'll get the boundary umpire to toss it in.
Well, it's about the best thing that could happen there, go to bounce. He had nowhere to go when if he had that one. There was no one forward at all.
No, not a soul. We'd have seen a good race on anyway. Umpire throws it back in again. In it comes. Ball comes down. It's over the crowd side there by the club room.
Too high, the umpire.
And
from
the
back.
umpire will give Goolwa a free kick. So, Bulls play on. That's not a bad kick into that breeze. It drops fairly quickly though. Down on the ground it goes. Here's a chance down here for Goolwa.
Dino's
They'd
getting
have
a
to
free
get
kick.
it.
Yeah.
Hanging on
He
too
made
high.
sure the umpire saw that one. And
dog.
down the ground, oh, here's a chance now. The player out there can get it. He couldn't though. Pushed down, Crispin comes in, gets a hand pass away. Almost went straight to the opposition though. And they're in trouble here, holding the ball, and a free kick will go to Goolwa. Almost in the goal square.
I don't think you're going to come out at that angle, mate.
No, I think you might make him go around a little bit,
Cummings.
but not very much so.
A little bit. Look at the angle we're looking at, and he's standing right in front.
I reckon he didn't go around at all.
No.
Anyway,
Write that one
put
down.
that one straight through the goals, and that is
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
In a world of trouble. Umpire ball back in the middle again. Can Goolwa keep on rolling again? Don't let Encounter Bay get away. Up high they go again. Tonkin gets a big tap out up over the top. Picked out there, but isn't by Bates again. Chance here for Fife. Can't get hold of the footy. Now picked up around is by Marshall. Marshall jams it up on the boot. Oh, couldn't get there. Comes off some hands and come off for Tyson Neal. Bounced off his chest straight to the boundary line. The boundary umpire, I was lucky they've got the quick fella on that side, because he's got to go about 200 metres down the line, because that footy was way too a lot faster than him. He's deep in the pocket. He's only 10 metres around from the goals. It's a boundary umpire with a footy. Throw it back in again. Big Toddy Miles is in there at the ruckwork, back of the pack. Goolwa player's been ripped out off of the footy. Didn't have hold of it, and free kick Goolwa. Dino McKinley, is it Dino? Looks like the old grey-headed wonder down there. Ball come back in again, across the face of goals. Gutsy move, but okay. Tyson Neal on the mark. High kick comes up in the air. There's a chance for Gould to get under it. He couldn't get there, couldn't get the punch away either, but it was a good mark taken by Goolwa. Gould put at it, now ready, load it up. Just punch it up and drives it up into the wind, off plenty of hands. Picked up it is now by Fraser Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin kicks down the line, and back in defensive down there. Goolwa Port Elliot again. Hard work getting undone. They switch up play. Ooh, little daisy cutter. Didn't go so good. Chance here now for the Bays to make him pay. Will Kyle Hayter make him pay? Not with that kick, he won't.
A lot.
Even Big Louie knows where that one's going, and that's going down to the pub.
And he's going off for a shame. It's a shame interchange there. You silly man.
Missed the lot. Missed the lot by 15 metres. Goolwa Port Elliot to bring the footy back in again. Jam it back in. Oh, Dino McKinley took it too casual. Come off hands, come off his chest. And out of bounds. Boundary umpire with the footy once again. Throw it back in. Comes in a long way. Big tall ruckman back there, they're waiting on it. Toddy Miles, Callum Tonkin doing the ruck to it. Callum gets in front. Miles might have got his boot to it. Callum gets a second one over to the skipper Neil. From his knees to Fife. Fife jams it on the boot. Snaps it around the body. Big Louie's happy with that. Andy.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field.
In the sin, and he's sitting by himself too. Nobody wants to sit next to him going, rah, 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 rah. The ball now on the way back.
I reckon Andy will go over there after the game and say, that's how you do it, mate. You just snap him out your body.
So even the boundary umpires have worked it out here. We've got 2 on this side, and the hare is on the far side by himself. Well done to him. Up they go in the centre. Umpire calls it up.
He threw it over his head.
Threw it over his head. The wind got it and kept coming to come outside the centre circle that's
Blowing
into
hard
there.
out there now, that
And he
wind.
turned around and he has to repeat it. So rule there, that's to go and stay up for the ruckman into. Up they go. Goolwa gets the handball down. Oh, sorry, the tap down. Comes out. In they go. Picked all up there. Goolwa tried to break out. Sidestep round there and Miles goes out there. Goes up. Push down forward. Fraser gets up again. Tonkin gets up. Oh, we got a Goolwa player down the centre and he's not moving. Turns around, goes up in the centre. Handball goes out. Goes over quickly there to Benjamin Gibbs. Gibbs goes forward and it comes over the back. What we got? Tyson's got advantage paid. The umpire's picked. All clear, he says.
Yep.
Goal to...
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Bending over, sucking him in at the moment.
Yeah, he just laid there until I said the ball went out, didn't see it, and when I looked back in, all of a sudden, bingo, he was still lying there, so...
Anyway, ball's back in the centre now. The umpire to toss it up. You might want to look into the sun this way because it's pretty difficult. Up it goes again, down it comes. Out of the centre there. If that's the player, I think it was just down there in...
That was Cummings.
Cummings has got it now down the centre half forward area, and Encounter Bay got it now right across the ground. I reckon that was Vermilion that probably had a go at that one. Goolwa had it briefly
Ripped
for a
it
second.
out of him,
Gaz.
And there's a chance now for Gary Carpenter. He's got it. Gets a hand pass
Tyson.
across there to Tyson Neal.
Oh! Davis!
Tyson Neal got up the
Fraser!
Back line.
Yeah,
Down
get
the
back there.
line,
What are you
Tonkin.
doing down
They
there,
made a
Tonkin?
mess of that. He should be down the other end of the ground.
Fraser, get back to full back.
Wayne, get out there and drag your son.
11 goals, 8 to Encounter Bay. 7 straight goals to Goolwa Port Elliot.
Tell you
That's
what.
a great effort to get halfway through the third quarter and not kick it behind.
Tell you what, I'll
He's
bet
going to take a hanger, isn't he?
Louis
Toohey's
backing
gone
down
for
there,
it.
all this running around, these backline players are making him do. That was, I tell you, Davis has gone for 2 big ones. You're right, I'm waiting for the biggie. That was a good chance. Ball comes back out though. Goolwa back into the hunt for it. Pumps back out to Fraser Tonkin. Oh no, it might have been Callum back out there at the bottom of the ground. Picked up, kicked around the body. Davis again. Oh, touched right on the line. And it was Batesy down there. I think they just got there on the nick of time. And Big Louie has to go through for a point. He's under the pump down there, Big Louie. He's getting everything thrown at him. Come back in again. Quick kick in. No, they want it back again. Not good enough. We can play on whenever you like. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what they've done.
It
It seems to be waiting for the goal umpire to finish signalling.
We
Well,
don't
he doesn't
have
have
to.
to do that.
Not
yeah,
anymore.
Yeah, because he did it this end
That
too.
went out years ago, that rule, but she's come off hands out of bounds, and the boundary umpire will come into play, Trev.
So she's over in the forward flank there for Encounter Bay. Down on the township end, we call it here. Still on the clubroom side though, starting to dull down again here. We've got the tint that makes it worse too, so up it goes, thump goes up, goes down there, Bay's trying to get it, bang, and in comes the body, the umpire says go, the ball comes forward, up in the forward pocket it goes, turns around, Bay's picked it all up, goes out there, handball comes out, Goolwa now with the ties, sidesteps, goes around, handball goes out quickly, and they go back out and repel it out. Up in the wing, up they go, bodies go up, over the back, comes to Encounter Bay, couldn't handball, drives off forward, bang, down low, and he gets it to Nick Marshall.
He'll bomb this
Gets
into
on
the square.
He turned around, it's all, she's a floater, hard one, goes up, thump comes out, goes forward, turns around, Encounter Bay, gets up the goal, get the handball, comes back out there, goes around, have they messed this up? They're handballing 3 or 4
Happy
times
handball.
trying to get it out, goes out there, they have broken it up, bang, the tackle comes in, Dave got away with it, out in the back flank now he rakes off, up to the flank, goes in, kicks it in the man in the mark, and he turns around, goes over the boundary line for a ball up. Sorry, for a ball in by the boundary umpire.
I tell you what, they got in close, handballing, clearing the footy. Could have been happy handball, but they did clear it well.
Yeah, trouble is they're all in one spot.
Yeah.
They're just kicking into a group of players. It's hard to break it out. Ball comes in for the boundary umpire. Up they goes. Pushed out, the ruckman goes. Umpire says, no, I'm letting that allowable. Tonkin went out by at least 4 metres. That's how much he got under the armpit and pushed him out by the Goolwa player. Up they go again. Tonkin goes up, smacks it forward, comes back down. Goolwa try to pick it all up. He gets slung out. He turns around. They get away with that. The umpire's going to have to come up for another ball up. Still on that forward flank for Encounter Bay. Up she goes. Tonkin goes up, stands down, pushes it down. Encounter Bay get it, can't break away. Comes back in. The umpire's going to have to stand in here and go again. It's almost time for a free kick to come out somewhere.
You're probably right there, Trev.
Whoop, there she is. On beyond play, going on to there, goes up, there was. They're swinging, they're still pulling and tugging and going. And off it goes. Ball goes forward to Encounter Bay, and that's the break they wanted. And out they come. Is that Tyson? Yep, it is. 9, I reckon it is.
No, Kyle Hayter, is it? No, Kyle just come back up on the ground.
Came as it, so it would be. It looked like 9.
It's not Tyson because he's got a arm bandage on his.
Looked like 9, shoulder. So yeah. So we reckon this is Kyle Hayter who's come back on. He wants to make a better shot than he did last time.
I don't know if it is Kyle. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Kyle's standing out in the pack here.
Drives this ball up, lays back, goes kick. Goal umpire walks back in and says, "Go." That'll do.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
In the mix down here, he won't turn around on me.
None of them will turn around. We'll give them a turn around now. The umpire will toss the ball back up in the centre. If they kick it down there, they'll certainly spread. Umpire throws it up again. Gee, he threw it up high this time. They had time to still stay in the air then before it comes out. The ball's on the ground. 3 of them trying to get it out. And there's not a great deal of time to go here before 3/4 time. We've been going now 42, not 42, 32 minutes, 22 minutes. The ball's on the ground, picked up by Goolwa, goes across now, come in there, the player picked it up, well picked up down there by Encounter Bay through Sweetman. Sweetman gets it down to centre half forward, and the player that goes back in, they might have had hold of his foot there when he went to kick it. Anyway, Goolwa got the ball out here. It's got to bounce right for the player in the glue pot in the centre. He just runs across it like it's not even there, and it goes out now. Here's a chance for Goolwa through Fred Nissen.
It's a free kick, hang on, slung it.
And Nissen will have a shot here. Be interesting to see how he goes. It'll be a good kick into this breeze from there. If he can hold it up now to the siren time.
Must be getting horribly close, are we?
I think it is, and you can put this one through. It'll help there out a little bit. Only put about 5 goals the difference between.
It's not a bad kick,
and that is a good kick. And there's a goal down there, and
times inside 50. I think it has been for Encounter Bay, and a few misses. Like I say, there was Davis took a couple of marks. I bit the post twice as well. Encounter Bay down there, so ball up in the middle again. A bit of a wrestle match on. They're all kissed and made up, have they, after the last little tussle? And Fry in the bottom of that pack. All comes over the top. Big Dunn's in there. Spams out with Sweetman. Sweetman gives the hands out, but it's gone the way of Goolwa. The run on. The Goolwa now switch up play. Got a player sitting out wide he will be.
Oh, got
Freddie
paid, he
Nissen
grabbed him.
didn't do it. Freddie Nissen gets the handball up. The handball comes out and the run on comes through Goolwa. The hands are good. The kick's under its ways. He gets bumped off the footy. Dino McKinley goes down. He gets a push in the back as well as he goes down. He gets a free kick. Italy plays well then for those ones. He's been doing it for a long time. Dino up over the top to young Batesy. Batesy runs, balks, kicks for a wobbly old kick to an open goal as he stuck it straight down the throat of Hamish Tonkin. Hamish Tonkin's kick's probably not the best one. Crispin's will have to do the recovery work. He gets well helped out there. It is by his teammate out there in Vermeulen. And they've gone out towards the barbecue shed. Little toe poke along the ground. I reckon that should make it the boundary line. It does.
Should be a free kick because it was a handball.
And it is, you're right. Good call, Trev. So Goolwa with the kick, centre wing, right in front of the club rooms. Loaded up. Back up inside, just outside 50 it again. Ball down loose on the ground. Picked up, but it is by the young fella from the island in Christopher. He loads up, kicks it out towards the boss out there in the coach's box. It didn't do any good to come off a series of handspan around by. This time will come into play and throw it into the interchange race. What's the old Mickey Mouse saying there on your old clock there, Kev?
Tick-tock.
It's on a long time.
It's nearly 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Here we go. Boundary umpire with it. Puts it all up. Tonkin tries to get it from the back. Doesn't come out. Goes round. Gets wrapped up. Hugging time and the umpire steps in for another ball in. True wing position. Front of the club rooms. Up she goes again. Ruckman goes. Big thump by Tonkin. We've got... Must have a whistle. Gone up there. Got stopped. I don't know what they're going to do on here. The umpire's pointing free kick to Encounter Bay.
Back to Tonks, isn't it?
But it ain't a number 10, so yeah, Callum Tonkin, so must be a shepherd in it. So anyway, Bays now go forward, up they come. Have they got time to get another one? Out it comes, picked up beautifully by Encounter Bay, gets wrapped around. Umpire comes in and says, too high, free kick. Hayter now.
Can't watch.
Right in front. At least he's going to steady now, like the other one, he snapped around the body, but he just snapped it and kept swinging.
Do you reckon you steer clear of the boss if he misses this one?
Yeah. Turns round, lines up, kicks up, drives the ball, it's hanging.
Big Louis.
Louis looks over, steps back, comes back and says, "Goal." So there she is.
At Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field. South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbor and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbor. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbor soon.
We're still arguing about the Encounter Bay score.
We can't argue anymore.
Don't know what's
Waved it off.
happening there. I think they've waved it off.
I haven't even checked with the timekeeper.
But it is wrong. McLaren 4-5, Langhorne Creek 10 goals 9. So McLaren look like they're
Going to lose
have
that
a
one.
bit of trouble in that one. Mount Compass 16-13 to Victor 2-5. Strathalbyn 9-13. Waiponga Selix 4-3. And Wollonga 13-9 to Yankalilla 3-3. So all the other games are sort of busted wide open now.
Yep, and out of the blocks we go to the start of the last quarter. The ball comes back in. Tyson Neal's got it. Gary Carpenter's on the run. Gary Carpenter does the side step, does the little rock. Kicks it and misses the bloody lot.
He's got it out of bounds on the full.
Go and run out the back and hide, Gaz.
The goal square.
What
The
was
Goolwa
that?
player's ripping his hair out because he got away from him and he put too much pressure on him, so he missed. He should be patting himself on the back. Ball's quickly come back out and Goolwa have gone out on the clubroom side to repel out. In he comes, he drives it now, right up to the wing, clubroom side, up they go, nobody can really get it, pushes out. Goolwa into attack now, go right up the forward line, thump forward by Encounter Bay, turned around, they come back in and he turns around and finds it. Umpire calls him on because it wasn't far enough. Out he comes, Nick Marshall will take this in front of his eyes, no problems for Encounter Bay.
Don't kick it to Gary.
He drives up, pushes it over the back goes up, strong, spoil come well, handball goes up, goes over to Magic, Magic turns, spins around, handball's out again, comes back over here to Fred Nissen goes forward for Goolwa, goes over, bang, he runs into his own man, turns around the base, but he got the smother in quick, off they go and they go into again, into attack, right up and forward lines. Encounter Bay with a run in the front, goes up onto there and off to you, Kevy, because I'm blind.
Yes, well, the ball's going along the boundary line there, across the boundary line it goes and out of bounds. Yeah, well, that was a good good bump by his teammate.
Nice.
Got him right in the cheek.
Right in the chin, I reckon.
Yeah, it would have hurt. Boundary umpire tosses it back in again. In it goes. Encounter Bay knock it down. Twists, they turn, he's going backwards, gets a long hand pass out. He's got plenty of backup down there from his teammates, and down the centre of the ground it goes. The player there from Goolwa tried to mark the ball, fell over going backwards with it. Then he kicks it the other one. That was the shortest.
I reckon that's Smith, I reckon.
Smith the spy. Anyway, there's a mark being taken down there by the number
Nissen.
11, and Fred Nissen. And
It's just
he's
about the
kicked
full.
it out there. No, it's just inside the line, Trev. And the mark has been taken down there by Goolwa, taken down there by Tyrone Arini. He kicks it down along the line, and the umpire, what's he done? He's blowing his whistle down there. He paid the mark. I reckon that the mark has probably been paid down there to Encounter Bay. So Encounter Bay have got the mark or free kick, whatever they decided to give him. And there it is now. It's right along the boundary line. Good mark being taken by Callum Tonkin. He's had plenty of work the last weekend than this one. It comes across now, goes in short, and Encounter Bay have got it down there. And this is into the breeze. This is going to fall down short, and it did. And it's been marked over the down top there by Ben Davis. Davis gets it in the top. Over it goes to Nick Marshall. Nick Marshall kicks it in short.
Go back, have a shot.
A
Steady
chance now for Ben Davis to get his name in there with the goal kicking for 3 goals. He's already got 2.
I want to know who's going to lose the goal out of one of these players here, because I reckon them goal umpires have done the adding up again, and my adding up compares with all you other two. So
yeah, well, we've got
interesting. They never even check with the time.
We've got 13 goal kickers, and the score's only 12 goals at the moment. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but anyway, Ben Davis has got a chance to put the ball in.
Good kick.
We better put that one down, and that's.
Tyson or something like that. Will he go and have a word to Louis or Gary Carper? You're going to take a goal off of him today as well. They've done pretty good work then, boys. Ball up in the centre again. Callum Tonkin gets a good tap over the top. Down at the bottom is Dino the McKinley. He can't get hold of it. Ball slips out of his fingers. Second, third effort from Dino comes in well. Crispin comes in to spoil the party, but that didn't work. Comes out the back door to Goolwa. They jam it on the boot and go forward. Inside 50 she goes. He goes over to Bates. Bates now for Goolwa. Loads up, goes to the square. Big Toddy Miles is there. Can he get it? He does. He traps it. He goes to ground. Probably get a push in the back. Probably get hanging on to. Throw, says the umpire. Free kick the Bay. Toddy is pissed.
He's not happy at all.
Not a happy camper. He looks at the umpire and the eyes would just kill him.
You can't blame the umpire for him slipping over. It's his own boots.
Ball comes in. Balks the player. Around him. Goes around Miles. Bay gets an extra 15 metres. Gets the kick away and a kick up down the line. It is Jackie Crispin. Takes a good mark in the clinches. Come on, Jack. Hang on quickly. Does. Brings it out scoreboard side. Big Callum Tonkin's underneath it. Up goes Nick Marshall as well. None of them can bring it down. Handball goes back out. The back is by Rory Assa. Goes over to Tyson Neal. The skipper now jams it on the boot. A wobbly on one. Him and not a good one. Straight down the throat of Freddie Nissen. Into the cricket pitch. Anybody want to go out and play in the mud? Get in there. Soccer off the ground in danger? No, it's okay. It's okay. It is there from Schmidt. Hugo Schmidt gets the football up in the air again. Down to the 50. Nick Marshall. Can he split the gap? Little toe poke. Doesn't do it. Over it goes to the Madge. Madge gets it. Balks the player. Handball's not too good. Goes back over to Schmidt again. He wants a second effort of it. He gives up to Frizy. Frizy's in there. The tackles on the umpires in and says, give it to me. Top of the 50, just inside 50. Old Swain Masters Lions got pretty well bruised up in this weather this weekend. Ball comes up again. Both ruckmen just take out each other, and he takes out Callum Tonkin, and it's a free kick Callum.
He gets up and says, what for? And he says, well, you can't just jump into the player.
Like that. No. So I think Callum, as his legs okay, but a little bit too far out. Looking for the boss in Tyson. Neil doesn't matter. Tyson makes the gap. Kyle Hayter comes through and says, thanks, Skip. So Kyle Hayter has got 1 goal on the board from his little miss kick early on. So this one here, 35 metres out directly in front. He's got to contend up with the wind. The kick, the left footer is on its way. It's hung left, it's hung right, and it's gone straight through the middle. Kyle Hayter 2 from 2. And
at Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
the game was tied up pretty well, and it went through for a point. It came out and went down the other end. 2 minutes later, the scoreboard changed. Back in the centre it goes. Encounter Bay with the ball, gets wrapped up, puts the ball out, goes for holding the ball. Too long there, the youngster then, which was Christopher's. He turns around and Goolwa go off. Forward it goes, and it's intercepted one out there to Tonkin. Tonkin goes out, turns around. I think Christopher's still down. He's must have got a bad knock in there. Goes up on the wing, comes over there, hanging on to Encounter Bay, going up there. Body goes in on it, 2 on 3 on the one, so out goes Goolwa. Up it goes, over the back. Encounter Bay recovered from the back and comes inside. Goes off cross, comes out bad. One from Tyson Neal, goes back but they recover. Turns around, goes up, comes inside. The young lad gets up into it, can't get into it. Goolwa now in onto it, out they come. Turns around, comes through there with to Encounter Bay, goes off, over it comes here to Marshall. Marshall goes off, finds his player, handballs over to Gary Carpenter. Gary Carpenter, he didn't miss that one, he's put that one through the middle.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbor and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
Away sometimes.
3/4 time score, folks. Mount Compass 16-13, Victor Harbor 2-5, Strathalbyn 9-13, Myponga Sellex 4-3, Langhorne Creek 10-9, McLaren 4-5, Wollonga 13-9, Yank 3-3.
Umpire tosses the ball up in the centre again, and the ball will come down again. Ooh, the player then from Goolwa kicks the ball down to the forward line, comes out. Here's a chance now for Jade Cooper to kick the ball right down to the forward line. Will they keep it in? No, they won't keep it in. Where's our fast little boundary umpire? Is he there?
Yep.
He's right on the spot.
I think he's on this side anyway, the fast. They've got 2 over there.
They've got 2 over there, so if you've got 2 over there, one of them should be pretty close anyway.
Yep.
Boundary umpire now tossed it in the forward pocket. Down there for Goolwa. Comes in, throws the ball in. Ball comes down short. Down there's plenty of players around the ball. They try and pick it up down there. They're not going anywhere with it.
Hold the ball.
Pulling it back in, says the umpire.
Encounter Bay's kick.
Encounter Bay will get the free kick down there, and they can bring it down this far side of the ground. Or play in the middle of the ground. Has got it if he wants to, and that is Gould. And Gould
go on your bike, Jack.
For Crispin, and that is very, very close.
Bit casual.
You want the Hawkeye then to see how that one was, but anyway, the boundary umpires won that one, and we'll throw the ball in on the far side of the ground. In it goes. Ball's pushed down there. Here's a chance for Goolwa to get it out. Oh, a player slipped over then. He could have got crunched in the head if the player coming towards him was a little bit closer, but luckily for him it wasn't. Nothing's happening with the ball at the moment. Comes out loose, goes over towards the boundary line, over this far side of the ground. Will they keep it in? They don't keep it in. I think the player might have kicked it.
Your fast boundary umpire's right on the money, and he said, no, it went over. He's standing right there.
Yeah, oh, well, that's what he said. He would be right on the money there, because he has been all day. He's done a very good job. Throws it in again. In it goes. Down it comes. Down on the ground again. It's hard to see it out there at the moment. The light's not that good, and the player's got hold of it down there in Bates. We come out, and Tonkin's left out there to mark the ball. That's Hamish Tonkin, I reckon. Yep. Mark that one. The ball comes down, and Encounter Bay will get the ball out loose. They don't get it out loose. It rolls across the boundary line and out of bounds. Nifty.
There's a bit of a cloud coming over the hill. Kev must be nearly coming to pack up time. Looks like a bit of rain coming. A few drops on the window now. Ball comes back out. Goolwa's a lot of work. There's a lot of players around the footy. They need to open it up. Yeah, there they're going down and coming up like 9 pins, and it's on a little bit of overtime work at ground level. Umpires want to stop this because this is where the little tate-to-tate start down in there. And he has hold of the footy will ball up right underneath the light tower on the coach's box side there. No ruckman seems to get anything out of that one. She goes to ground, plenty of ground work. She's a bit ugly this quarter. And they've found a free kick. No, boundary umpire again. The boundary line. Big throw in there. This one's come off the target a little bit, but it gives Goolwa's ruckman a bit of fair older advantage. Goolwa with the kick, hurried one, snap it around the body, comes over there, well done there by Dean McKinlay, gets the clever work over to Zachary Bates. Zachary Bates gets one up over the shoulder.
Oh, he ducked, he's paid it for head high.
Well, he did duck into it, and that's why I didn't think he would have paid her up and over the shoulder, but he has paid it. So Zachary Bates, about where Gary Carpenter kicked his beauty from, and he's given it a fair old ride, Batesy, and off target, and all clear, and all clear. So all clear it is for Zach.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Conditions like we got today, it's not a bad hit.
Anyway, 15 goals, 10 to Encounter Bay, 9 straight goals to Goolwa.
So get him, Trev.
Up they go, comes out, Goolwa come out with it, drives forward once again, bounces up, good trap by McKinlay. He gets up and drops the ball, gets away with it. The umpire didn't ping it, he said it got out, but it didn't go too far. He turns around and Encounter Bay, the Bays wrap it up at centre half forward. Goolwa into attack though. Up they go, Tonkin gets it down, pushes it back down, comes into the pack, it's on the ground, goes around, ticks up, hanging on, going on. The umpire's going to come in and he's going to have to repeat the dose here, still at centre half forward. Pretty well much, just about on the 50 metre arc. Up she goes, out he goes. Thumped out there by the Goolwa players. Out they go into attack. Handball goes out wider still. Another one goes in. They're going to be under pressure here. Backs out of it. Kicks up. Goes forward. Goes out over the back. Goes narrow. Goes through. Minor score only to Goolwa Port Elliot. So they go to the first blemish. They go to 9 goals 1 to 15 goals 10 on the FPA scoreboard.
Had to happen sooner or later, Kev, didn't it?
Did it? And it took till about the halfway through the final quarter before it happened. Anyway, this is the first kick in that Encounter Bay have had all day from the goal line down there.
Hamish has forgot
He didn't know what to do with it, I think. It's gone in short. Anyway, Goolwa now, will they pick it up? They don't. Encounter Bay got hold of it, and the ball now is over there. They kick it in, it had to come off then, and Tom Pearson's has got the ball. He kicks it down the ground. It is going over the one down there by Crispin too. Took the mark. Further down it goes, and it's interesting to see what they do here with it. And that's Mitchell Davis has got it. He kicks it in here, and the ball comes in short again. Quick hand pass out. French goes down there by French, gone out here to Kyle Hayter. Hayter just got rid of it at the right time. Throw, says the umpire, and the free kick goes out here to Dale Cuthbert. So Cuthbert's got the ball. He doesn't know what to do with it, but he just better hurry up and kick it. He's kicked it in short.
French dropped it.
French dropped the ball on the ground. It's picked up out here by French, or tried to get in there by French. A couple of hands in the middle of the back then, went unnoticed, but the ball's still on the ground there. No one wanted to bend down and pick it up. The umpire says, well, give it to me and I'll throw it up in the air. So if this was a cricket game, you'd call it off, wouldn't you?
Bad light, yes, bad light.
Anyway,
there's another block. The umpire, right in front of the umpire, he stood there, blocked the ruckman, and the second ruckman goes up.
No, there is no such thing as the second ruckman anymore.
There's only one ruckman, true.
That's what I mean, but he picked it out.
He made it. That's how you do it, Mitch. Hey? No good going for the high flyer, mate. Do the old one-hander.
What's he doing? Give him for 25.
He must be. I don't know what the old. Hang on, what's going on?
What is happening?
25 metres. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, there's a bit. Oh, here it is. It's coming. I was putting second umpire. The Yap from the Yap.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
The ruckman from getting there, so the second ruckman can
So
do
you're
it.
going to keep on taking arguments and threats like that. The second umpire in the middle, you say, here, Encounter Bay, free kick from the centre.
Yep.
Shut up.
Back in the centre and up she goes. Tonkin gets it again. Bay's now pushing forward again. Taps it, goes down. Stacks on the middle here and it goes up there and it'll be slightly forward, not quite centre half forward for the Bays attacking. Up they go, turns around, tries another block this time, but Tonkin still gets it. Out it goes. Goolwa now picks it all up, goes over there, and Hasa puts the ball up, goes over. Encounter Bay recover though, puts it all out, goes out there, turns around, kicks the ball up, goes forward. Trapped there by Goolwa. Handball goes back out through there into there. Magic goes forward. Crispin's got the run of this. He's down, goes overruns it, turns around. You don't see that very often. Crispin keeps going. Dive. Good night, nurse. Don't worry about picking up the ball.
Good work, you two young fellas.
2 young lads and the young lad finished. They both kept the pressure on there, and Christophers gets up with the ball for Encounter Bay. Drives this ball up they go. Here comes the hanger.
Tyson.
Up they go. Turn around, Tyson in front of his eyes. That's the way he likes to take them. Probably just a bit too far for him. He'll look for the lead. Probably into the pocket for Carpenter.
Crispin, short. Oh, he's off.
He's off, he's in trouble now.
Handball
No,
over the
he'll
top.
get clear of it. Turns around, short kick, down the throat, bang, thank you very much, on the chest there of
Gibbsy.
Ben Gibbs. That's what he's looking for all the time. You can see that. It wouldn't get a distance. This would be a tough kick for Gibson, I'd say.
19 minutes gone in this final quarter.
Yeah. This will be, the wind
breezes.
seems to have dropped.
Those
the
trees
trees are
aren't moving
just,
at all,
they're
you know.
not, they're just waving.
We're in the eye of the storm.
Yep, 'tis right, up there. He puts it all up, hangs it, there it goes, hanging out to the centre, up they go wide, thump goes up, over the back, Goolwa try to get it, Encounter Bay, pick it all up,
Tyson.
picked up there, snapped over there, Tyson, straight through, Encounter Bay, old umpire.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Interesting to see who it is. We'll get a phone call tomorrow to tell me that the goal scorers are wrong. We'll say, well, hang on.
He managed to keep it
Signed off, it's gone.
Too late. Ball up in the middle again. Away we rock and roll. Comes out wide. Sun's back in, shining across the oval here. Big long shadows now. Umpire's got a whistle out there. No, and the free
Contact
kick.
high, I think, when he's bending over.
Ball comes around there to Schmidt. Hugo Schmidt.
Oh.
Come back in again off a couple of hands. Play on's the call. Google's with the footy. Inbound. 50 it's going to go. Pop they go. Toddy Miles comes up and takes a really good mark.
Two
And he's got
bases
no
to
one
each
to
other.
go. No one home yet. They've got to run back, scream back for him. And now Toddy Miles goes back, winds up the big leg, goes long distance, right on the line and punched over the boundary line it is there by, I think it was Jack Crispin back there. Good work, Jack. And only one minus score it is to Goolwa Port Elliot. 9 goals, 2 to 17-10 in Canterbury FPA scoreboard.
Yeah. Full back comes in, kicked his leg off all day with this here in Encounter Bay. Up it goes, out on the back flank, comes over the back. Bayes pick it all up, can't get away with it, gets wrapped up. The umpire comes in and says, held to him. It'll be a ball up on the back flank, forward flank for Goolwa Kevin.
Yes, it's 21 minutes gone in this final term. As Encounter Bay got the ball now coming down to the netball court of the end, and Pearson's got that. He's got a chance to get it to there, over the top here, and he could just about walk in all the way in if he wanted to,
Small
but he
pass,
didn't.
he'll go.
And across.
Mitchell
straight out.
Davis.
He's giving it out.
What's he trying to do? He's just
Sharing the love over to the brother.
Sharing the love over.
No, Gibbsy.
Gibbsy,
Goal.
Benjamin.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
Yeah, so
Strath to put the old pedal to
Yeah.
metal after half time, haven't they? So it's like a good
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
there.
yeah.
The final score, if you're interested.
Oh, here we go, yeah.
11-13.
Yep.
Where's
to
this one?
Strath 11-13 to my Ponga Selix 6-4.
Yeah, well, good win there by Strath Album. So they lost a couple of players through injury, so they're back in town. It's okay. Ball back out of the middle there, going down there with Clark. Clark dives at Beckoning Ban. There's a chance here for Zachary Bates. Got himself
He's
one
kicked three.
Yeah, he's going okay, Zach.
It's raining goals.
No,
That's
it's
15.
15.
Yeah.
Zachary.
Bates, yeah. Sorry, I was looking at Jesse.
No. Sharing the love. So Zach, about 20 metres out, and Engel could left foot it, switch it straight through the idle little. Easy job there down there for Louis.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Bit of a shower early on, but after that was okay. Umpire with the footy back in the middle, Trev.
Up she goes. Tonkin gets it, comes out straight over the back, goes over there. Tyson gets the ball, drives up, bang, down the throat of his teammate out there, forward on, and that one there is Mitchell Davis. Mitchell Davis looks up, just drives this up to full forward, coming out they come
Gibbsy
back.
again.
Comes back to Gibbs once again.
Well,
He's got to pass it off now. You can't be hungry.
Yeah.
You got to share the love around the paddock.
I mean, the goals
So-
are just coming so easy now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Open it
Yeah,
right.
the legs are sort of tired out a bit of them, and they can't form that pack all the time. You break it, and that's what they're doing. In comes Gibbs, drives off, goes round. Umpire looks at it. He's happy. He's wandering back. He goes, "God."
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Down and gone with the Goolwa players and just smothered it up. Now that they've stopped holding their positions and the run's out, they've got the better players and they're marking and using the ball better.
But sometimes this happens with the lower graded teams on the premiership list, that once you get ahead of them, it takes some stopping, doesn't it? They just can't do it. Anyway, Goolwa get it back out of the centre, and it's not going very far at all because the umpire's going to throw it back up again. Up it goes. In go the ruckman again. Knocked back over his head, goes straight back there to Tyson Neal. Tyson Neal got a hand pass away, and that wasn't a good hand pass over because it went straight to the opposition. The ball's on the ground, and they find it a little bit difficult at the moment to bend down and pick it up. I reckon some of them be pretty tired out there. Umpire will throw it up again. Can't be too much longer to go on the time clock. As Encounter Bay get that ball away again. They
Here we go, young lad.
Here to this young lad out here.
Turned
And they come back and he turned away
Work in
from
the
it.
mud.
He had a choice of 2 there. He could hand pass it to him, miss
Sweet.
both of them. Here's a chance. It's gone in here into the young player there from Encounter Bay, but he can't get hold of it, and down to the centre half forward it goes. Get it out. Out it goes there from Dunn.
DeConning.
Dunn kicks it down the ground, and will it stay in? Yes, does it stay in?
Yep.
I think it must have stayed in down there because the boundary umpire didn't make much effort to get after it. And Crispin's got a chance here. He'll push that across the boundary line. No, he hasn't. And here's a chance for Magic. Magic's got hold of it, belts it down to the forward line. Goes over the back of the pack, and Here's a chance now for Bay. And there's a kick in down
Out
there
the full.
from Goolwa, and it's gone straight across the goals. And out on the full, Nifty, and they're having a little bit of trouble now. They're not scoring points anymore. They can't get the score through the goals either.
No, just watching Zach Bates down here, that ball that he tried to flick back in that you said that nearly went out and he kept it in. I reckon he's got one right on the end of the finger, and I reckon he's hurt his end of his fingers or something real bad. Cause, yeah, he looks a bit like your fingers, Trev. If anybody
I can
wants,
tell him how to fix them.
yeah, if anybody wants to see some real ordinary fingers, have a look at Fry's. Ball comes back up.
Curly knuckles.
Curly knuckles. Ball comes back over the middle. Big Dunny's got the football. Oh, there goes the honker. So Big Dun has got the last kick of the day. He's going to have to sink a monster here if he wants to have another score on the board for his beloved club. So Dun on his way in. The monster is not going to be such a monster. She's kicked it higher than it went forward. And that is a final scores here. Well, our final scores, well, the scoreboard final scores, well, that's all over the shop and has been all day today. But the score sitting up there at the moment is 19 goals 10 Encounter Bay to 10 goals to Goolwa Port Elliot on our FPAG scoreboard. We'll wait for the goal umpires to get in the middle and stuff it up like they did the third quarter. And in the meantime, boys, you got all the stats, Trev.
Certainly have. I'll go through the goal kickers for everyone here. For the Goolwa Port Elliot side, certainly gave it a good going. Yeah, just told at the end that they weren't quite up to it. We've got Jesse Bates with 3, Brad Pryor with 2, Ben Cummings with 2, singles to Zachary Bates, Fred Nissen and Daniel Fry. And for Encounter Bay, we're going to have one extra here because it goes out onto it. So far what we have here is Tyson Neal has got himself 6, Gary Carpenter with 4, Benjamin Davis with 3, Benjamin Gibbs with 2, and singles to Andrew Fife, Thomas Pearsons and Mitchell Davis. That gives us 20 because we don't know who we have to take it off of to it because the goal umpires messed up in the third quarter. So anyway, it's the umpires getting together. It'll be irrelevant what we do. They can't, if they've got the same goals kicked this quarter, it's not going to make any difference to the
well, we've got all,
scores,
all the final scores here now, so we don't need to
yep, oh, that's good.
wait around for them. We've got McLaren 8 goals 6, Langhorne Creek 13 goals 10. Now I know we haven't got Mount Compass yet. Strathalbyn 11-13 to my Pongasilic 6-4, and Yankalilla 3-4 to Wollonga 18 goals 10. So the scores looked alright for a while, but they certainly blew out in the second half of the games.
I don't think Mount Compass's scores are going to worry the scorers too much.
No,
they're a little fair way out in front there at three-quarter
I wonder
time.
what they're going to do. The goal
They've gone. They didn't even wave them off. They just left the field and walked off.
The kids have got the scores down and gone, so they weren't interested. They're like us. They're probably upset because they know they were wrong.
You can't wave off a blank scoreboard, so you got to can't get up the goal umpires too much, but they're a bit slow getting in the middle, get back into the middle of each other and doing it off. In the third quarter, I don't know what happened there. They didn't even ask the timekeepers. So it'd be an interesting conversation with your timekeepers and what score they had at three-quarter time, Kev. So I guess we can ask those questions a bit later on over a shandy.
Goal cards before we get home.
Yeah, I bet you there's somebody's had a bit of a cross out or an ad to
just for the record, guys,
yes.
what
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.